Hello, anybody and everybody who might be out there. I don't know if anybody's out there. Is anybody out there? That's the wrong song. That's Papa, Can You Hear Me? But I will sing anything to any tune. Hello! Hello! Ziva is wagging her tail because she hears mommy talking to the ether. Yes. Hello, Nessa! Nessa's here. Hi, I'm here, she says. Hello, Nessa. Oh, how are we doing, Bridget? How are we doing?
Ugh. Technology, right?
And and Tracy's here. Hello. I didn't fall asleep, Nessa says. Were you going to fall asleep, Nessa? Was it sleepy time? Was it?
She was
I
having,
yeah.
uh, she had a premiere earlier, and you really need to go over there and watch that premiere. Wink, 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 wink. Winky, wink.
Oh, that. Oh. Oh, Mondays are rough. Yeah. I was like, oh, I need a nap. I went to lay down and it was like before 6 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I can sleep till like 7:45. So that's when I set my alarm. And I finally finished doing things. It's like 7:32. I'm like, ah, crap. Hi, Marie. How are you? But guess what? I got a finished item today. I got a finished object. Look at this pretty. Haha. Look at
That's
this pretty.
beautiful.
You can't. I can't. Wait. I'm not holding it right. Oh, flip it around. Flip it around. I even got the ends woven in. Look at this. So, hi, Ashley. How are you? So this took two cakes, and then I stole a little from the outside because you do a single crochet layer on the last row, and I was like almost to the peak with the single crochets, and I ran out of yarn, and I was like, yeah. So, hi, Tammy and Rachel. How are you? But yeah. Oh, I mean, I didn't get my full three virus on the last, but I don't think anybody's going to be going 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, I'm so OCD. So, I mean, now I'm doing OCD and going, it's not 3. But it was just so close to 2 cakes that I didn't want to really break into a third cake.
Right.
Hi, Angela. How are you? So, and it made it a really nice size. So, I think I'm going to give this to Mama G for her auction this coming month.
Awesome. That's what Nessa's doing too. And
Yeah.
since I mentioned Nessa, I think a few people maybe didn't stay and watch the whole video, or maybe they weren't paying attention completely to the whole video yesterday, or maybe they just haven't had a chance to get over there yet. But that being said, if we are wanting a guaranteed entry into the cauldron for this month and a possibility of 2 guaranteed entries into the cauldron this month, and then therefore taking home, once your name is drawn, my virus meets
Mm,
Granny Shaw. We really need to go over and watch my video and then go and make friends with our friend Nessa. because not very many people said anything about that in yesterday's video. So if you
Hi,
missed
Todd.
it,
What
there's
if
a
we
little
don't
hint
want to be
again,
friends with Nessa?
right? This is what I'm saying. So I'm sure it was just they were really busy, or I put the video up late last night, so maybe they were a bit tired and didn't quite hear that part in the video. So maybe go back and figure out what you need to do and do that so that I can give you a couple entries into the cauldron. Just saying.
What if we're just jealous biatches? Hi, Lydia.
Hello,
And
Miss Lydia.
we just don't like Nessa because Nessa takes all the good prizes.
Well, I mean, you're just gonna have to get over that. And I'm just saying, wink, wink, wink. She might be having something special going on her channel. And one of those videos that you might want to watch, to get the second guaranteed entry might be
Yeah.
something very interesting along those lines. So you might have a chance of getting your hands on some of that loveliness yourself. Just saying. Lots of reasons to watch. Lots of reasons to watch.
Well, I will go over there anyway. Not that you see any of my comments anyway, and I even get, no, that's a YouTube thing though. So, I mean, that cauldron
That's right.
hasn't seen my name in like 8 months.
Right? I don't ever see anything that you comment, and it really
It
upsets me
is their loss, Nessa. It is their loss.
for sure.
But yeah, I know it's not the random number generator or anything like that.
Right.
Even though, those random name pickers and number generators, they don't like me much. They're just like, that name is too long. And too hard to, figure out. We're just not going to land on that one.
Right.
You know, we're going to skip that one. I mean, it falls off the end of the screen anyway. Hi, Mateo. How are you? But yeah, I gotta make some videos tomorrow. I got some Advent to open, and then all right, now all the ends are woven in. Dang it, I better not find any more.
Ooh,
Do you think this is something for you to lay on? What are you doing?
of course. Of course.
Nessa's like, your name is way too long. Hey, it's not the longest name on YouTube. But yeah, I definitely like how this yarn works up. I'm glad I have like 4 cakes of it left. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this.
We completed it, Mel. We did a good job.
Cool.
Yay!
I thought it was going to take me longer, but I was having some days here this weekend. You still go and do, the request, and then you might get picked by you definitely get the one entry if you do the
Yep.
comment on Bridget's video, and then if the random number generator picks you, you might get the second entry into the
For
cauldron.
for that, all you got to do is say, "Hey, I'm already friends with Nessa, and I watch all of her videos." That will tell me that you have watched a minimum of 5. Because obviously she's been doing this for a year now. We know she has a good number of videos up. So that will just let me know that, and I will go ahead and give you both entries into the cauldron. And that was a really good question. Thank you.
Yes, we can see you, Zach. I can see your comments in the live. I don't see, the thing is, I had a problem where about over a year ago, because it was during the winter, in lives where I was not being seen. I was not being seen in lives, and it was a shadow banning thing. I'm going to use that word because I looked it up on Google, and that's what it's called. That is the term for it. When you are not being blocked by the creator whose live you're in, or by any of the mods. So I wasn't being blocked by anybody. I hadn't been banned or anything, but I was literally invisible. I wasn't even showing up in the people who were in that lives list that is up at the 3 dots up at the top of the
Right.
chat list. I wasn't in that list. And I was literally in the live. I'm sitting there going, I'm right here. But if I did a payment, I could write of at least $2, and then you can write in the comment. I'd be like, I'm right here in the live. And and if they were friends of mine, they'd be like, what? And I'm like, I'm invisible. And I found out that if you're a mod in that live, you can't be invisible if you're a mod. So my friends made me mods in their lives. So I found out, and then after about 6 to 8 months, it went away. The shadow banning. But I found out it did not go away. My comments on videos, no, because I talked to YouTube, and YouTube says there is no shadow banning on YouTube. They do not shadow ban. There is no such thing as shadow banning on YouTube. And I said, I'm sorry, but yes, there is. I don't know if your AI programs are doing it in some way, if it is a glitch in your software, but it is happening. And they said, it is a rote thing that they say, but it is happening. And it happens every so often. It has happened to friends of mine. It happens in the lives. Yeah. But I thought it was over when it stopped in the lives. I did not realize it was still happening to me, but in comments, because people didn't know I was commenting, and I never go back to check if the comments get hearts or responses, and then I found out friends of mine were having comments of theirs not be seen on videos.
Yep.
But I had comments being responded to. It was only on certain people's videos. And it's different on different people's videos. Some people, it doesn't show up for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden, they'll get 5 comments from me on 5 different videos from like weeks apart. And then some people will never see my comments under their videos, but they'll get them in YouTube Studio. And then Bridget used to see my comments. Now she never, ever, ever sees them. Not in YouTube Studio, not under her videos. You had to watch a lot of ads to have your comments come back. I watch ads. I make sure to watch ads because I know that's how my friends get their revenue. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy because I mean, Mel's a mod on my channel. She's a member on my channel, and I cannot, for the life of me, see anything she types. But yet,
In life, she can, but not on her
yep.
videos. And she used to be able to. And I've never put anything offensive. Not
And
political, not offensive, not sweary, not anything. And I do lives with her.
and I know for certain it's not a blocking issue because there is only one single person I have ever blocked ever in the history of my being on YouTube. And there was just cause for doing so. And it certainly wasn't Mel. So it just doesn't make any sense.
And we have a friend, Diane, with my pink bathtub knits, and her comments were being not seen on most channels, if not all the channels. Like her comments were like shadow banned everywhere on all the videos, and she thought she had figured out, with the help of her husband, how to fix that. And so she gave me all the tips and tricks how they fixed her problem. I tried them, and yet Bridget still can't see my comments. So, yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Yeah,
Doing
I
very
know.
well. That's
I mean, maybe it's because I do speak a little freely about what I think sometimes, but it's not on. Hi, Demetra. But it's not on anything political or anything. It is a little bit about YouTube sometimes, but it's only been since this has happened, you know? And it's not anything worse than anyone else says. It's just kind of on their, ideas on whether this is real or not. So it's not like, you know, oh, you're all. I don't think YouTube is awful. I just, you know, voice my opinion. And also, I'm not going anywhere. You know,
right.
whatever this is with the, my comments won't show up, or this makes it harder on me and that makes it tougher on me. But guess what? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So, poo poo on that. So,
I started my second bowl of blue.
ooh.
Completed my armholes. I
Um,
just gotta come back and
I
put the
have I have Nightbot so far, and so far we're doing all right, Lydia. Thank you. If anything comes up, I will jump on that, Lydia. Thank you.
oh goodness. Well, I finally got the yard cleaned up. The only thing we got to do in the yard part of our property is clean up the two top halves of the tree that fell, or the trees that fell down.
Okay.
We got some of it cut up already. We just got to finish cutting it up and get it stacked somewhere so it can start drying. And then next year we can split it up and heat the house with it.
My internet went out for a tad bit there. Yeah, you'll have plenty of wood for the house.
For sure. I think we probably
Hi,
took.
Lana. How are you? And Terry has jumped over to Terry instead of Tot now.
I thought that's who that was.
Yeah, she has quite a few aliases she's been running around with. Oh, and if you hear squeaking, Ziva has her Lammy.
She sounds like she's having a good time.
The watch hours are going quite well. I only need about 350 now. And I actually have gained a few subscribers. I'm up to 915. So, I mean, we're actually gaining on both the numbers, slowly but surely. I know Bridget would like it to be faster, but I am happy with any gainage. So,
From what I hear, we both have to learn to do shorts,
I do shorts.
but lots of them. Lots and lots of them.
Hi, Allie. Well, I have another of the alpaca farm to come out as a short.
Awesome.
It's me versus a palm-sized rooster. But he's not very interested in the battle. So it's
Right.
more like me just talking to myself and him pecking at the ground. And me commentarying. So,
Okay.
you know.
Well, either way, it ought to be fun.
Yeah, and then Mama G's still running around in the background, talking about what she can fit in her purse. What animal she's taking home in her purse. And, I'm like, stop it. They'll kick us out.
They wouldn't kick Mama G out. She's famous.
I'm like, you're not taking home a goat or a donkey or a Highland cow in your purse. Oh, yeah. I may have gotten them Halloween costumes, Nessa. I may have gotten them both Halloween costumes.
Too
And
funny.
I got them each a costume, but then I saw bat wings. And I thought I got 2 sets, but they only sent me 1. And then I went back through my orders and there wasn't a second set. I know, Lana. No. And I'm like, well, no, they can't share a set. So, I mean, got to even see if they fit them. Probably better that I got one anyway. I mean, Ruby, she, when I put stuff on her these days, she just looks at me. Oh my God. I know. Okay. Did you not love the little goats? Did you not love the little goats? Oh my God. They were so cute. And I went in the pen and Mama G's like, I'm like, just get in here. And she's like, no, that one is so mean. It keeps ramming things. I'm like, it's not even as tall as my knees. It's no taller than my knees. And it doesn't even have horns. The other ones have horn. The babies have horns.
Right.
Okay. And they're not they're not even sharp horns. They're button horns. Just get in here. You're gonna melt when you get. She's like, no. I'm like, you're gonna. I'm like, you just. And I had buttons all up the leg of my pants. It's trying to eat the buttons off my pants. I'm like, stop. Oh, turned out she didn't know what, we thought it was a he because it had the, beard. Turned out it was a she. She had only been there a week. She had had pneumonia. And, you know, she was just getting used to being in a new place. And when I would, give her a little scrutch, she would just, melt into it. She just needed a little loving.
Right.
And, of course, wanted all the food, you know. But she was just disoriented and didn't feel well and all that stuff.
Enjoy your dinner, Mara. Thank you for
Hi,
stopping
Mara.
by.
Thank you for coming by. I hope school's going well, Mara. Speaking of, come here. Come here. Come in. Come in. Good baby. There we go.
Javi is coming to Portland.
Ooh. Like they're gonna have an outlet there, or they're just coming for a, yarn week, or yay, Nessa! All right, here you go, Terry. Ooh, squishy face. Sideways squishy face, no less. Oh, there you go. And she's just holding still for it. She's posing for the camera. Squishy face. She's laying on my hands to do squishy face. Mommy loves you. Yes, mommy loves you. Yes. Now you're falling on mommy's lap.
More. Give me more.
What a ham. She's more a ham than her mommy is. More of a ham than her mommy is. Is that possible? Are you more a ham than mommy? Yeah. And she's like, ham? Where's ham? You're gonna meet Steven? Ask him for a frog dad joke.
We will all have to live vicariously through you, Mara. Hello, Jude. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Jude, honey. You just missed the using and abusing of Ziva, who is now happily laying on my lap. Yeah.
I got to watch some young fellas fly through the air yesterday.
On a trapeze?
No, on motorcycles and mini bikes. and an e-bike. They flew through the air
Oh,
and did little flips and tricks and Superman grabs, and one even busted his butt. But the ramps they
so
were landing on were
like a
like
rally?
balloons.
Was it a
Um,
rally?
no, they had a free show at the county fair, the state fair,
Oh,
yesterday, and we had free tickets to go with free unlimited ride passes. So we went and
cool.
rode the Ferris wheel 3 times. I was a
Yeah,
bad girl and I got on.
yeah, you did. I've heard you say you're not supposed to be on that.
And we walked around and ate some fair food, and the most
Did you play
important,
any
I got cotton
games?
candy. No, but I got cotton candy, so that's better than games.
Nothing's
That's the
better
only thing
than
I want to go to the
games.
fair for is cotton candy.
I'm sorry, funnel cake with uh, extra powdered sugar. I have
And
a very, very wet. She brought it to me and said, "Please tuck me in," but it's very, very damp.
isn't that always such a lovely gift?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, lovely. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. We have a frost warning tonight, and I didn't get to go out and cover up my garden.
Uh-oh.
So whatever survives, survives. Because now it's pitch black out there, and there are still bears and whatever. And I don't go out when it's pitch black and
Right.
hungry things. So, because this
I'm
is
not
when they
here.
start getting hungry.
Right.
Uh-uh.
I'm not really big into sweet things, but I absolutely love cotton candy, even though it
Uh-huh.
makes me feel like there's syrup running down my throat.
Hmm.
It's
I
like,
like cotton
once a
candy.
year, twice a year, I got to have some.
Hmm. I love cotton candy, but I've always loved funnel cake. I am a car. I, my favorite meme. I found this meme one year, and I just, downloaded it and kept it. And um, it was I don't hydrate. I carbohydrate. You know, I potatoes, breads, all the all the bready things. That's probably why I became a pastry chef, was so I could make them for myself. You know, I want an eclair. I'm going to make myself an eclair. You know, because
Right.
the places I live, they don't make eclairs. You know, I'm not good at making eclairs anymore, but yeah,
Well, they don't have to be pretty to taste good, just saying.
okay, no. But
Yeah, see, my thing is, I have to choose between the funnel cake and the cotton candy because I just can't do all that sweetness all at once. And the cotton candy I can take home and eat for a few days before it gets too hard to eat. Where the funnel
mm,
cake, if I don't eat it right then and there, it's gonna go to waste. So,
right, and the thing
well,
is, I have to choose because I can't fit more than a little bit in my stomach. And I used to be able to go to the fair and have the food, the burger, and the dessert. And then by the time we left, something else dessert and the big drink while we're walking around. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to have 3 bites of this. And then, hi, Sally, how are you? I'm going to have 3 bites of this, 2 sips of the drink, and then, 4 bites of the funnel cake. And, oh, Mara, thank you, honey, for being a member for 2 months. Aw. But, and then I have 2 more sips of the drink to wash down the funnel cake, and then I'm done.
Right.
And I'm like, that sucked. But at least I got to taste it all. So, and my dad's like, that was delicious as he finishes off everything I got plus whatever he bought. And walks out of there with his kettle corn and, so, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice day. It was pretty decent temperature out. I got to take my new pants for a test ride. I had pants on all day long and never once had the urge to punch anybody in the face.
Yeah. Ah, I wore pants all day and didn't punch a single person. Woo!
Life goals, man. Life goals because
Okay.
I'm telling
Okay. So
you.
I have had this shirt for a couple months, but it went right into the drawer. It says, if I was skinny and mentally stable, okay, I'd be unstoppable. Y'all are lucky. I'm squishy and crazy. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very fitting. Very, very,
Mm-hmm.
very fitting.
Mm-hmm. You are. Now there's a sticker I've seen that says, just wait until I get my meds worked out. Y'all biatches are done for. And it's a brain that is just like, oh, because yeah. Mhm. Yeah. hmm I have my meds as worked out as they're going to be worked out, but at this time of year, we always up it a little. We've had to because of the SADs. They always get to me. So we always up my mood stabilizer just a little because I'm on the lowest dose of it, which is really good, I think, because I'm only on one, what I would consider mental health med. I have a situational one, but you know,
Right.
only one full-time one. And then, you know, so we have a county fair. The state one is down closer to where we used to live in Harrisburg, and we did go to it a few times. But the
They do
coolest thing we ever saw there was a woman spinning directly off of her rabbit. Like she was like literally pulling directly from her rabbit and spinning it onto the wheel directly off the rabbit. And that was just so cool. But
they
they
do
have what's called, huh?
they do it really weird here because like right now in Aiken, South Carolina, which is, where we had our old house about 45 minutes
hmm
that way, they have the Aiken, South Carolina State Fair, right? I don't know. Um, and then at the very same time in Columbia, South Carolina, 45 minutes in the opposite direction, 30, 45 minutes in the opposite direction, they have the Carolina State Fair going on right now. They
But
run both of them at the same exact time, and they are both called the State Fair.
which one's the official state fair?
I would think the one that happens in Columbia, because Columbia is the capital of South Carolina. But as far as city sizes and whatnot goes, Columbia really ain't, like Charleston is way bigger
Yeah.
and offers way more. But I don't know. It was fun, you know. But like it's crazy how like everything is just so stinking expensive for a lemonade in a very skinny but tall cup was like $10 or $15, and then it was $5 for a refill for a lemonade. For 4 chicken strips and some curly fries, it was $16.
Oh,
A pulled pork sandwich was $10.
yeah.
It was like, thank goodness we got all the rides for free and we got in the gate for free, because both of those is like $12 a person or $6 for the kids or whatever. It's just ridiculous how much everything costs. And I'm definitely going to enter stuff into the fair next year, because there was maybe a half a dozen entries for crochet. There was no knitting um entries, and there was a couple quilting entries.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was like paintings and drawings, and for some reason, they did table placements. They had an area
Yeah.
set up where they did table placements. I was completely at
Like
a loss
table
for understanding.
settings?
Yeah, like
Like,
they set
ah,
up the table. I don't know. It was quite. I don't get it, but I'm not Southern, so maybe I'm not meant to get it.
that sounds fun, Dawn.
Yeah,
Go
and they don't
enjoy
have
that.
any animals at the Aiken State Fair. They don't have any animals except for
What?
they had some dogs that was catching frisbees. There's no
Well, a
cows
dog
or
show.
chickens or rabbits. No, there's no animal barns at all. No livestock barns at all.
They don't do a 4-H thing for the kids?
Mm-mm.
What?
They had a couple things that said such and such 4-H club set this up, like in the one of the table placements said that. But
Yeah,
other
but
than
the
that,
whole
no.
the whole point is for the 4-H to show their animals and stuff.
I'm
I mean,
guessing they'd have to go to Columbia for that.
yeah, but even around here, they it's a big thing for them to show their animals. We
Well,
got
I hope you
tons.
have when you take your grands, Dawn. I, I think it can be a lot of fun. Little crazy. A lot of kids running around. It gets to be a little overwhelming trying to wrangle them all,
Well, now you know not to take them to the Aiken one
right?
because there are no animals.
But I was surprised they had like two smaller, well, they were all small, but two of like the kiddie type roller coaster setup where it was like the little dragon that goes up and down, just
Yeah,
around a little circle. But then they
yeah,
actually had one roller coaster set up that went around multiple times and actually did go up a decent height.
yeah.
I was like, wow, I never seen them do that before at a fair.
Oh, yeah. I don't go on carnival rides anymore. I went on a carnival Ferris wheel and saw literal black duct tape around joints. When we were stopped at the top, I was up there with two little girls I used to babysit. And I'm like, next time they brought us down, I'm like, get me off. Get me off right now. They're like, but you're supposed to. No, get me off right now. Nope. I'm like, we're not going around again. Get us off. And then their parents were like, why'd you get off so soon? I was like, I told them. I was still a teenager. I told them, they're like, oh my God. No, it probably wasn't holding it. I'm like, listen, I was not going to put my trust in it wasn't holding it together. I
Right.
also saw clips. Okay, clips. No. All right,
Yeah.
we're just not going back up on that thing.
Well, when I was a kid, we went to a fair and we had my mom and dad were still together, so I was quite young. Um, but they had just bought the tickets to let us go on some rides. And we heard a lot of noise and whatnot and turned around and the carousel, well, with the horses,
Mhm.
um, as it was going round and round, for some reason it caught up some of the cables or the power cord
Oh,
that run along the ground, and no one noticed it, so it kept going and kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter until the carousel collapsed.
oh, jeez.
Well, needless to say, my parents went and demanded their money back and then wouldn't allow us to go on any of the rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It dug the horses into the ground and it was crazy.
I'm sorry you're disappointed, Terry. I knew you were moving, hun.
It's hard to go to a new place, especially, to another state and start over. I did that in 2013. It's when I moved from Wisconsin to South Carolina.
Ugh. Still in Nevada. Yeah, I thought you were in, where was it? Reno? Didn't move. Oh, oh, you went for 2 weeks to California. Yes, Reno. Yeah, Bridget made a big change.
Yeah, it was quite different. And sometimes, I still very much struggle because people here, they call even brand new baby girls ma'am. Where I grew up, you would only ma'am like your great grandmother. Like, not even your grandmother would consider herself old enough to be ma'amed. you would only do that to like your great grandmother or a much more elderly person. You know, growing up that way, and even my grandmother would have, knocked the teeth out of my throat, and she would have never hit me for,
Yeah.
for mamming her. So I very much struggle with people doing, mamming me, because to me, they're telling me that I am elderly.
Hi,
You know,
Zoila.
so yeah. And then, I mean, it's just it's a different way of life. Like where I come from, like in the situation where the power went out, no one had power for days and whatnot. And then, my neighbor, they got power back before anybody else. Where I come from, if that was happened to a family had gotten their power back before anyone else, they would go around and say, hey, do you guys need any water? Can we help you with anything? We have power back, so if you guys need water, come on over and get it, or whatever. They would help each other out. But here, that, yeah, I even
What, no
offered
Southern
to,
hospitality?
yeah, and like I even told my neighbors, because they're like, I don't really like to do all the garden stuff, but I love to have the garden food. And I'm like, well, I love to do the garden stuff, and getting all the vegetables that I want is quite expensive. So, if you pitch in some of, either the seeds or the starter plants, you know, we can share in the produce that
Uh-huh.
comes from the garden. And they literally looked at me like I was the craziest person in the world. Like, why would you ever do something like that? Right? It's just different. Most 99% of the time, it most definitely is, Nessa. Yeah, they are definitely calling you an idiot.
Oh, God, yeah. Bless your heart.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
really
They're gonna.
means I'm not going to do the gesture, but you know what?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Bless your heart. Would you like some arsenic in that lemonade?
Right.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, guess what? It's already in there. Mhm. Demetria's like, what?
Okay, look it.
Uh-huh. You got to be careful. Ooh. I'm going to come steal that after the wedding. You can wear it at the wedding, but it'll be gone after that. You won't know where it went.
Right? And it's definitely going to keep me warm.
It'll be the sisterhood of the traveling cloak.
Yeah.
Magically, it'll expand and retract to fit whoever happens to have it at the time. Like
Right.
Jude'll be seen in it, and strangely, it'll go to her ankles. And yet, we'll wear it, and strangely, we will not be tripping on it.
Right.
Very,
Yeah.
very odd.
Yeah, Miss Demetra, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, if a southerner says bless your heart to you, they are not being sweet and cordial. They are telling you off, while sounding like they're being sweet and cordial. And the ones that tell you no, that's not true are well, they're either fibbing or they don't have it in their heart to do that. So for them, that may not be true. But in most cases, yes, bless your heart is most definitely an
Sneaky
insult.
southern thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Zuri's going to be saying it to people now.
I have to run that way. 2 seconds. Be right back.
Okay. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you found us. Oh, since a lot of you came in later, I finished my Virus Meets Granny shawl. So this is it. Out of Premier Butterfly Cakes in the color Sunset. All the ends are woven in. Hit that side. So. Yeah, so. Isn't it pretty, Jude? I love how they played out. I have 4 more cakes. Boo, Diana. Hi. Yeah, I'm going to offer this to Mama G for her auction in November. So. I just realized Mama G forgot one of my prizes when we met up at the alpaca farm. Mara's still here. I used, this is what I used. I used just a tiny bit over 2 cakes of Premier Anti-Pilling Butterfly, and it's in the color Sunset, which works up like that.
So pretty.
Isn't it? It's so soft. Oh, oh gosh. I am just tired these days. But yeah, I got it done so quick because this weekend I was just, like I was saying, with the meds and everything, I get the SADS, and I think it's been kicking in. I thought I was going to go manic for a little bit there. And so I was just hanging out by myself. What did I make? Well, Bridget and I decided to put our You Shall Not Pass shawl on hold, and we did the Virus Meets Granny shawl instead. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen. I either just let the knot go and hope it hides in the pattern wherever, or I undo the knot and then just weave in, you know. But the anti-pilling can be slippery, so it kind of, you know. Hi, Michael. How are you? Welcome in.
Michael.
Diana, but this is the Virus Meets Granny, so I finished mine and Bridget finished hers, but we wanted everybody to be able to join in with us, and there is no deadline on making it or, you know, speediness or anything. I was just thinking I'd actually want to get it done to actually, have it done for um Ginny's auction. And so I might make another one. I don't know. Um but I'm kind of making other stuff too. Yeah. Oh, so they actually did the wrong color change.
Oh
That's
my,
not.
Demetria. That is I mean, it's a good thing you didn't, reply to it and say anything, you know. That's why generally if I get an email or a message that upsets me, I'll usually wait for a while, come back and reread it. And if I'm still very upset about it, I will respond to it in full, saying whatever I need to purge out of my system. But I do not hit send. I then erase everything that I needed to purge out of my system, rethink and reword in a still spicy but not so way to those kind of situations.
Spicy yet not lava-tastic way. Not Vesuvius way.
Because, I am a very nice person. But the opposite side of that coin is equally as intense when need be. Oh, Miss Diana, I am not live tonight. Unfortunately, StreamYard has decided that they think that their platform is at the lowest level, worth $50 a month. Um, and considering that Mel and I only do one live a week, even if we both paid $25 each at four lives, I mean that's still a good healthy little chunk of money when like not asking for those things at all. But we're
Yeah.
not channels that get constant super chats and super stickers and super thanks and all that kind of stuff. Not complaining about it whatsoever, because what we
No.
want is to spend time with you guys. I'm just saying that because we don't expect you guys to be throwing money at us. We also have to live on a budget and cannot afford feasibly to pay such a hefty fee to sit and craft with our friends. And
Right.
so what I think we're going to do, because we've tried the going live through YouTube together thing a couple times now, and it's been a train wreck each time. I think probably just to save us both a little stress, this works for us. The StreamYard does. So what we'll do is, like, next week we will be live on my channel. The following week we'll be live back here again with Mel, and so on and so forth. And we'll just keep going back and forth because we started this not only so that I could get more comfortable doing lives and it was easier to have a friend up here with me, but so that Mel can get her watch hours and hopefully eventually, with the help of some friends giving her some shout outs, she will, get to, we're very close to the watch hours, but we also need that minimal threshold of 1,000 subscribers, to get her fully monetized. We've gotten to the partial monetization, but we need to get the full monetization. She deserves it. She's very
Oh,
talented lady. She puts her heart into each and every person that she loves. Mel doesn't know how to hold back, guys. She really doesn't. So if you guys could just turn around and do that for her as well, give her a shout out on your community tab. Let people know that she's here and she needs people. That would be awesome. You know, I know it's not mandatory or anything like that, but if every single person with a channel and with a community tab could do that, we would get her there in no time.
thank you guys. Demetra, it does have a free, hi Jesse. It does have a free version, but if you want to go live on more than one channel at the same time, you have to have one of the paid versions. And they just made their cheapest paid version $48 a month.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
just
thank you, Allie. Love you too. And I mean, I had their cheapest paid version before and it was $10 a month, but to jump from $10 a month to 45 to $48 a month, and they said, "Well, we sent you an email, but the email got lost." So to see my bill suddenly go from $10 a month to $48 a month with supposedly no warning, I was like, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that, so,
no,
so,
and I mean, neither one of us make bank
yeah,
on doing
totally.
videos, doing live stuff like that. We are still here solely for the fact of making friends and having fun. And
Mm.
so we have to work with, the free stuff.
Yeah, Lana, just one person going live is free. Um, like, this is free because it's only on one channel.
Yeah.
You can have up to 10 people live as long as it's only on one channel. So they did refund me my money because it was within 7 days of the bill. And they said, but we sent you an email. The email got lost because I don't check my email all the time. And, it goes down the list. And so,
Yep.
and I'm not
We don't get one
searching
either.
StreamYard in my emails because I didn't know it was coming. And it got moved back, and it was a month and a half ago. And I didn't know it was going up because nobody mentioned, hey, did you hear StreamYard's prices are
Right.
so
Yeah,
have a good
and
one.
that would be, I think everybody ends up spending a lot of money doing their channel between giveaways and, you know, uh, you want to do an unboxing because unboxing videos do well. But to do unboxing videos, you need to buy yarn. And, you need to buy a lot of yarn because that's what people want to see. They want to see a great big box full of yarn. And then you got to do it again next week and again the week after that and again and again and again and again. And that's just a lot of money, you know? And then, like myself with making the bags, I have done countless giveaways, not only on my own channel, but sponsored giveaways on. I've done actually far more giveaways sponsored on other people's channels than I actually have on my own channel. And it's to get the name out there, to do to do the little, get the buzz
Mhm.
going about the bags, get the buzz going about the yarn, to get the buzz going about the channel. It costs a lot of money. Now, some people are very, very lucky in the fact that they have a magnetic personality that they don't have to do the special things, and people like just want to follow them just because they are who they are. Most people
Oh,
do.
thank you, Kendra. And hi, I didn't see you come in. And have a good night, Allie. We are just chatting along, and I hope you heard me say that. Good night. And Diana, I can't believe they took your money after you told them to cancel. You should have emailed them and said, hey, I told you to cancel. Give me my money back. Give it back to me right now. Here,
Well,
I keep, you know,
right. Lana, honestly, the way you can make money on YouTube is you've got to have mega subscribers, and you have to get mega
mhm.
views per video. Then you can make money. Like if you are someone like Mr. Beast, you can make six figures on a single video.
Whoa.
Like he makes mad money, like big time mad money. And then, there's sponsorships and stuff like that. Like you can work with different companies and whatnot. But then sometimes, in lieu of, or, with getting that money, you also have to say certain things. And then,
Mm,
sometimes I believe that you have to choose between your integrity and getting that paycheck. And, you know, that's
yeah.
hard because, of course, we all need to make money, you know.
Mhm. I just realized I'm sitting here doing this and my tongue is sticking out while I'm trying to make this stitch like
I do that
like
when
a
I'm concentrating.
3-year-old with a crayon. Mm, mhm. You can see how I really craft.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what we're here to is making beautiful things and making friends, sharing our beautiful things. And, if we can get a couple dollars to help with the shipping on all the stuff that we want to send to all the friends, then hallelujah, you know, at least that's how I feel.
Evergreen content. Content that never goes out of style, Michael, huh? Like tutorials and stuff. Hi, Sam. So, yeah, if we could win the lottery, my bio dad's been trying to do that since I was probably in diapers. Um, but uh, so Evergreen night, Sally. Have a wonderful night, honey, and a great week. Um, so Evergreen, you're saying, is stuff that never goes out of date, like tutorials or content that would always be useful. And but I
Amen.
see so many tutorials for the same stitches, the same, and people go to people who do tutorials that they know the names of. They know, and that have the perfect. Oh, Kendra, thank you. I'm so sorry. It's so nice to know that we have been there for you and, have helped you through it though. But yeah, the stitch tutorials and that kind of thing. But I know like people will pick a bod tutorial over someone they don't know the name of if given the choice. And if they have the better lighting and it's a clearer. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kim, you are not late, honey. You are exactly where you need to be when you need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my tutorials haven't really done much of anything either. And I know it takes time to get traction and whatnot like that, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Nessa, where I feel like it's just not worth it for me at this time to focus on that area. Plus, I don't enjoy it as much as just making the things and telling my friends about it. And you know, if there's ever a time I really need to make a tutorial for something or another to show someone how to do it, I have the ability to do that, but it's not where I focus my time at.
Well, I know Bod just got 1 million subscribers, right?
Right.
I mean, it's bound to keep her, but she continues to make her videos. She continues to make her content. She understands what got her those 1 million subscribers to begin with and
Right.
what will keep her relevant. Um, oh, that's wonderful, Michael. Oh, that's great, Nessa. I would love to come to one of your lives. I love the way you talk and, your engagement. I don't get around to many channels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I remember that. I was there. Yeah, I remember that. She didn't deserve that at all. She
No.
she she seems very sweet. You can't speak honestly to how people are because you only see them on the streets mostly. I can say I've met Mama G. There are a few more I would love to meet personally of my friends. Um, but I just you know I've met Mama G, I've met Rusty, I've met the fam. Um, so, but the rest you have to guess that you're seeing how they really are, or how you feel they are. Yeah, yeah, Zoila, we're gonna meet. Yeah, we're gonna meet, Zoila. We will. And if I have to drug Mama G and bring Rusty and Craig with me as her comfort blankies, you know, in the car, then so be it. But I'll get her up there. I'll be like, "We're gonna go see Mars, yeah, and pick up some kittens. There are kittens in need, yeah."
Yeah.
We got to go save some kittens. It's just going to be a short drive. Short drive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she'll be like, "Why is it such a long? Hey, why am I so sleepy?" Conk. And then she wakes up in, you know, Brooklyn. or Bronx. I always get those two confused. Sorry.
Um, Kendra, I didn't write the pattern when I was making that top. I definitely could go back and write it all out, um, or remake it, but I haven't yet. I got honestly, I got really, really frustrated. I did a sock tutorial. Everyone that followed it made beautiful socks and was able to follow it very easily. I did a head wrap tutorial. Again, people were able to follow it. They were able to make the head wrap very easily. I did a tank top tutorial and
I'm
not so
going
much.
to make it. I will make it. I will
A
make it.
few
I love
people did.
cables. I love
I love
cables. I
them.
just haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe over the winter, because there's lots of time over the winter. Oh,
So I got frustrated with that, with the outcome of that video, and um because to me, like, I don't have time to sit down and run all the math for what it would be if you use this size hook versus this size hook, or this size yarn versus this size yarn, or you're a size this and I'm a size that. I can tell you how to make the garment in your size doing what I did, but I can't give you the starting number for what you're doing, for making it, because I don't know the key things that, is your tension, your yarn, your hook, your size, everything. So I think for a lot of people, they are not able to translate that into what will work for them, so therefore they have a very hard time following that tutorial, because I'm not telling them do exactly this many stitches with this size hook and this size yarn and it will turn out to be this size. I'm telling them this is how you make it for your size. And for whatever reason, that seems to really confuse people. So it frustrated me.
yeah.
Everybody's frustrated.
I
You
hate
know,
gauge watches. I do.
boy, hobby's going to all the places. I bet they probably won't come nowhere near me.
I don't know. They tend to go to like big cities.
The closest thing we ever get to a yarn festival or a fiber festival in South Carolina is going to North Carolina.
How far is like where they go in North Carolina from you?
Up to Charlotte, so it's like 2.5, 3 hours, which isn't like horribly bad, but if I want to go and spend the whole day, that's gas all the way up there, food at least probably once or twice, plus, I got to have something to drink all day, plus to get in, plus you want to buy stuff. And then if you go shopping all day, you might want to, like you might get tired, because I get worn out, with my heart being so weak. And then, a room, and that's just a lot of money.
See, Nessa said the one in Raleigh is in March. Night
Night, Grandma.
Dawn. Yeah, it looks like pandas going everywhere.
Lucky ducky.
Mm-hmm. And Nessa designed a Tunisian. Would you say it was a wrap? A stole.
I tip my hat to all the people that can mod at all because I can't look at the screen that much. I can't even do it when I'm in live.
Hi, Sherry.
I'm actually looking at the chat on the computer because it's way too small on the phone. I got to do like this number to see it.
That sounds cool. I'm still pretty new to Tunisian, so.
Well, MDL is definitely the YouTube Tunisian guru. Boy, I sound like a lush.
Hmm. Have you started your blanket yet? Your crochet along with Juan, Lana?
I about fell on the floor. A couple days ago, one commented on one of my community tabs, and then yesterday he was like the third or fourth person that commented on my video.
He must have loved his bags and his yarn.
I hope so.
I got to do a couple opening videos. I've got a bunch of yarn built up, and then I have my advent, which I'm gonna open in a bunch of little videos, but I'm probably gonna open all on the same day.
Right.
But I'm gonna release them on different days. But
I got one more advent to get all packed up, a fiber advent. And then as soon as I get paid for the first, I've decided that I am going to ship everybody's advent out. So they will have them in time that if they have a channel, they can, get some pre-recording done, because it's such a busy time of year that we all can use a little extra time if we want to get those things out and scheduled for their appropriate days.
Hi, Doris. How are you? I'm not sleepy. You're sleepy.
I'm gonna say, Mel, you look like you're about ready to pass out. We can go whenever you want, honey.
Y'all gotta forgive me. I am just. Maybe it's a change of seasons. I don't know. So, Lana, is it by a pattern or is he doing a tutorial for you guys? Thanks, Doris. I'm not like resting my head on this headboard or anything.
Just don't pull a Jude and fall asleep on us.
Yeah.
Of course, I do have the power. I could end it from this side if you end up doing that.
Hey, that's better than when I was running Garden State Gardeners live and he had to start it for me. And then I went to end it and I'm like, he started it for me and he's off Ubering and I can't end it. And there were four of us on the panel and we're like, Joe. And it was an empty chair in his basement in the dark. And I'm like, he's not there. And I was like, hopefully he's listening to this. I'm like, Joe, if you're out there in the ether, I can't end the live. And he's like, I'm 10 minutes from home. I'll be right there. And we're like, we'll just hang out. Nobody's got anywhere to be. No? Okay. I'll hang out. So,
Well, we currently have 29 people in the room and there are 32 likes.
woohoo! That's not bad. It's not bad for one of my lives.
And
And it's
considering
actually not
that,
bad for a Monday night.
right, yeah, considering it's a Monday night and we're usually dual streaming, tonight we're not. So I'm sure many of people are looking for us and have not seen my community tab. You know,
And tomorrow I will be on Crystal, the Arnie Chicken and Crazy Cat Ladies live with her. If anybody likes to go and check out her channel. That usually is at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yeah. And Lana, if you have any trouble that and you can't get a hold of Juan or figure it out from YouTube, you've got me on Facebook now. So, oh, I know you do, Kendra. I know you're a fan of crystals. So, this is an ear warmer I'm working on for, I don't know if you can see the texture in there at all. For Erin at Crafting Kitties Creator Spotlight, there's a little bit of texture in there.
that's pretty.
Yeah, this is what yarn is this? This is Knit Picks City Tweed DK Weight. I forget what color this is. This is kelp. I was going to make it 2 colors, but I didn't want to bother with changing color. So I have it in kelp and I have it in Harbor Seal. So I was going to mix those in a hat, but since I'm making an earwormer, yeah. Oh no, I was telling Lana she became my Facebook friend, so that if she had any issues, because she's a new crocheter and she was worried about doing this this make along, it would introduce new stitches to her and stuff. I said if she was worried about that, I'm always there willing to help, even if I'm not doing the crochet along and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
That's what I meant about Facebook. Good night, Angela. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Yeah, I'm probably not going to make it much longer, guys. I'm
That's
fading. Look,
fine.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
The king is out sitting by the fire waiting for me anyway. So
Oh, is he off tonight?
yeah, he's off until Friday. Friday night he'll go back on.
Oh, you have a whole week.
Yeah. That's why we're getting so much work done and we were able to go to the fair because we can't do anything when he's working. Because all he's got time for is work, eat, and sleep.
Yeah, it's 10:15 here. Um, oh, Nessa remembered I did that crochet along to help people learn to read patterns. Yeah, there are a couple lives. Um, no, I did not see the yarn art cakes that Dee got. I'll have to go look at them. I'll have to see Nessa's video. I'll have to see Dee's video. I was partway through Bridget's video, which is probably why I did not see her instructions, which, let's face it, it's not going to matter anyway because she won't see my reply, but I do it anyway. I do it for the watch hours. And because it
Well,
makes me feel good to know that I did the comment.
I'm hoping eventually, just like YouTube broke, it can eventually fix, and eventually I'll be able to see you again. That would be, that would be nice.
Ooh. She's doing a Halloween blanket giveaway thing, contest giveaway. She's hosting. Oh, come on. Now I gotta make a Halloween blanket. Come on. All right. You gotta take your 5 p.m. meds. All right. All right, Lana. Have a good night, hon, and enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna have to make a list. Watch Dee's video, finish Bridget's video, watch Nessa's video. All right.
I still got
And
to
then I'm
catch you
gonna
up 2 days ago.
start screenshotting my comments and sending them to Bridget. And what I'll do is I'll screenshot them so they'll have the ones above and below it so she can put me between people and know which one I'm counted as.
Hi.
But all right, all right, all right. I will let you guys go. Y'all go have a wonderful night. And oh, I am way down here now. I'm way down here. Bridget can get to the king out by the fire. Lana can get to her dinner. You guys can get to all these secret, not secret videos that have things that you may need to do get something. Who knows?
Yes,
And
everybody has homework.
Dee, Nessa, Bridget, check them out. And I love you guys. And, shine bright like the stars you are because you are. And it's so pitch black outside, you can probably see all the stars. And we'll see you later. All right. Doris, Dee, Bridget, Nessa, check out their videos. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. That's all I'm going to say. Bye. It's not pushing